Hi everybody, it's Karen. Thank you for watching another one of my YouTube videos that goes along with what I wrote in my e-zine. It's not about me.tv, but it really isn't about me. But this might be, but no, it's about baseball because baseball is finally back. Sounds like I'm announcing it. I mean, we all know, it's probably been a while. But anyhow, so baseball is back in this pandemic season. So I just have to say, first of all, I'm happy because people don't even know it's my favorite sport. Mainly so that I don't have to sit there and watch every second like I do with ice skating and basketball. You can kind of hear it. You can go in the other room. You can do, and then if something big happens, you can go back on your DVR and see. And of course, I love the Yankees and Mets still. And Giancarlo Stanton's still my favorite player, who when I met years ago in Los Angeles at a party when he was playing in Florida, I asked him to become a Yankee. That's not why he did, but I can't believe my dream came true. So this is what I want to say about it. So I watched the first Yankees against the Nationals game and the first Mets against, I don't even know they were playing against the Braves. That's right. So both my teams won opening day. Yay! And since it's a short season, that's good. But this is the stupidest stuff I have ever seen. First of all, while they're playing, that whatever broadcasters are playing crowd noise like, yay, they hit a home run. Yeah, who are they doing that for? That is so stupid. We, the viewers, know it's not true. The players know it's not true. They're just happy to hit a home run whether they're alone in their rooms. Well, you can't hit a home run alone in your room, but still, I don't know, maybe you can, but I never tried. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is some of these places, I know the Nationals didn't do it. I can't wait to see if the Yankees are. They're putting cutouts of people. And since it's in Los Angeles, they're putting cutouts of celebrities and they're going, oh, look, there's Joe Schmo. I don't know. They had some people the other day. They go, oh, there's Al Leiter, who used to be a pitcher. No, it's not Al Leiter. It's a picture of him. What are you, all delusional? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. But oh my God, the craziest, I'm not kidding, and I'm going to tell you what this reminded me of. They're announcing them. Like they're like announcing them. They go, now playing first base, and I'm like, what? There is nobody there. They're announcing them to nobody. They know who they are. The other players know who they are. They don't need to announce them. And I went, this is so idiotic. And it reminded me of something I did that also has to do with baseball. So I just have to tell you about it for a second. So years ago, when I was doing my little local TV show, Karen's Restaurant Review, I forgot that this ring makes noises. I'm so sorry. I should have not had it on, but I'm not going to change my jewelry on Psalm now. But anyhow, so when I was doing my show, Karen's Restaurant Review, I used to get invited to play in celebrity charity sporting events, which is weird because A, I really couldn't play money sports, and B, I was only the littlest celebrity, but they didn't have, at the time I was like, a cute young girl. So, and they didn't have a lot of those who could, like, now they have a lot more. So, who could play sports and were willing to, and they'd send me all over. So I think this might be the first one I did. I got sent to Tampa, Florida to play in a celebrity softball game. And it was the whole weekend. They hit the whole weekend of events. It was so stupid. And you know how I just said I was the littlest celebrity at this event? I was the biggest celebrity. So what does that tell you about the caliber of other participants? There was one guy. Okay, I just want to tell you what happened at the stadium. But there was this one guy who was there with us, and we asked him, what he did, and he said, oh, I was nominated for an Emmy for this TV show, and it was a sitcom that was my friend's sitcom. And I never saw this guy on it. And I know he wasn't nominated for an Emmy. And he kept telling everyone all weekend, I'm nominated for an Emmy for this show. And it's like, I know he wasn't. And I think it was before computers, I'm sure. So anyhow, when we got back to town, he invited me to a party he was having at his house. And when I walked in, he was in the middle of showing some people his office. And on the wall, he goes, oh, and here's my certificate. When I was nominated for an Emmy, I mean, he's not foreign. He just talked like that. So, and everyone's going, oh, how great. So I look at it. It's a certificate. Thank you for participating in a panel to decide who should be nominated for Emmys, really. He just participated in a panel like anybody in SAG. You participate, and then you say who you think should be nominated. So I said, so and so, you were not nominated for an Emmy. That he got me out of that office so fast. He turned like angry. He wasn't embarrassed. He was like angry, and he got me out of the office and slammed the door. Okay, that was the caliber of what we were dealing with. But so we got there, and they had told us we're each getting our own air conditioned limo, because it's Tampa, and we arrived at 6 o'clock in the morning. And when we got off the plane, I said, why did they let us out in the basement? And the people who were escorting us said, this isn't the basement. Why do you think it's the basement? I said, well, aren't we near the boiler room? And they said, no, that's just Tampa. We couldn't breathe. And I said, oh my God, I can't wait to get into my air conditioned limo. There were little vans for the celebrities with no air conditioning. How are there cars in Florida with no air conditioning? I thought it died literally. And the whole weekend was so horrible. But so they say we're having the luncheon, right away with all the, people who were coming to see us, and they have the big panel. We're up on the dais, and the food is gorgeous. And the organizer, this man, Chuck, oh my God. He says, so we go up on the thing, and I asked if my assistant can sit with me since there was room. So she sat next to me, and he goes, okay, now we're going to introduce everybody to the crowd. There was not one person there. There was not one guest. It was just the supposed celebrities. And they'd go, okay, now it's my turn, Karen, introduce yourself and say your credits. And I stood up and went, hi, no one. I'm Karen Salkin. I have a show in Los Angeles and that, whatever. And I'm like, who am I telling this to? The fruits and vegetables? So the waiters weren't even listening. And then he says to my assistant, whose name is Beryl, but he called her Burrell, he goes, okay, Burrell, you're next. And she goes, I'm not a celebrity. I'm just Karen's assistant. He goes, introduce yourself. So she stood up. She goes, I'm Beryl. I mean, it was the stupidest thing. And that was the whole weekend. Every event they had, we were the only people there, and he kept having us introduce ourselves. So the next day I said hi to everyone I already have met all weekend long. Stupidest thing ever. And when we got to Tampa Stadium, that was exciting, though, to be underneath and, in the locker rooms and in the dugout and run out onto the field. That was really exciting. But there were like maybe 10 people there, and again, and we figured out it was like a scam. He sold advertising in the books for the whole weekend, and then didn't have to use it for promotion. So he didn't care if anyone came. He got the money from the advertising. And then we're about to leave, and we get a message, everyone run to this room. He hadn't gotten return tickets for most of the people. So you should have seen the supposed celebs scrambling over each other to try to get to the airport to get out of there. It was the craziest thing. But it reminded me of this baseball season of like being introduced to nobody. So I hope that MLB stops introducing them. I mean, like, why keep them on the field just to do nothing? I mean, they didn't even wave. They just like stood like this because they were a little embarrassed themselves, like I was all weekend in Tampa. So thank you for listening to this. Go Yanks, go Mets, and I hope everybody stays safe and happy and healthy. And oh, by the way, Giancarlo hit a home run the first game, and Cespedes on the Mets hit a home run in the first game. So I was a happy girl, definitely happier than I was in Tampa. So thank you for coming to another video of mine, and I will see you at the next one. Thanks. Bye.